Hey guys, welcome back to another video tutorial. This is my I'm Feeling Sick edition on how to structure an essay response. Now, for the most part, we've had a look at this in class, but I'll run you through it again in case you're a bit confused. What we're looking at, first of all, is the fact that we're writing a text response essay. And there we go, it's working now. Right, that's what we're writing. We're not writing context anymore. We're responding to a text to demonstrate you understand the text. Our text in this case is the play by Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. Now, yes, we're watching movie versions, but no, our response cannot be about that. Right, that's not what I want to know whether you know. I want to know whether you actually know the original text by Shakespeare of Romeo and Juliet. Okay, when writing a text response essay, first thing you do is you are given a list of prompts. They're sentence starters, as I've mentioned over here, which kind of prompt your thinking, hence why they're called a prompt. You must respond to that. So, for example, if you're given a sentence starter that says Romeo is a goose, you must decide how you will respond to that prompt there, whether you agree, disagree, and then how you'll go forth, how you will reword the prompt and make it your contention, which is the first part of your introduction. It's the very first sentence, and it tells us what your point of view is on the prompt that you've chosen. Next part of an introduction, a good introduction will actually have a fourth step where you explore and explain the key terms of your contention. And then that flows nicely into this bad boy here, the signposting of your 3 body paragraph topics. So you can either have 3 separate sentences, or usually the best writers manage to turn their 3 body paragraph topics into a short, kind of simple statement that can be linked into a single sentence with the other 2 topics. Finally, we finish our body paragraphs with a restatement of their contention. Now, there's very carefully chosen the word restate here. You're not repeating it. It's a different wording. You might drive it home with a bit more force. You might drive it home a bit more open-ended, allowing some flow on into your first body paragraph. Because once you've done your introduction, we'd move on to doing body paragraphs. And you have 3 of them. Every body paragraph, which we should be pretty familiar with now, follows the structure of TEAL. Topic, sentence, explain, explain, evidence, and link. Alright, now I've got up rubrics for a good body paragraph on the blog. Look at it, go through that. I'm not going to waste your time by trying to explain it to you now. Last thing we need to know is conclusion. Now, conclusions for me are often like introductions in that they have the same things. You restate your contention. Again, different way, all right? Now that you've finished writing your essay, treat it like you've just discovered something great, or treat it like, see, I'm telling you something that you didn't know, but you should have known all along. It was that obvious. I mean, make it magical and whimsical. Again, talk briefly about the 3 points that you've now talked about at length. Just summarise what you've come up with and pick the main points and make us convinced. And finally, your call to action, the final line. It's a restatement of your contention. It's also where you talk about the consequences of what you've been saying in your essay, and you deliver it with impact. For example, if your contention is that Romeo is a goose because he's stupid, because he's rash, and because he's just completely driven by no other cause than self-gratification, drive it home. Talk about the consequence of that in that last line. Say, because of this, it's clear that we shouldn't take Romeo's love for Juliet seriously, or something along those lines. Drive it home and make the reader go, oh, wow, look at this wider-reaching appeal of this essay. Anyway, this is something you can see me about if you want more help, and I can run a workshop on that. Otherwise, that's the end of the video tutorial, and I hope you found it useful. Thanks very much, and goodbye.